Look, I've got chickens of glory. Hello, Bengal Leech. This one up a bit. There we go. That looks even better. Oh no, now we're all going over. God, it's better before. Hey, Celtic, how are you doing? So yes, now I'll put the banner. I'm going to leave the chickens in charge. I'm going to make a cocktail that I shall then sit down and eat. Eat, drink, be merry. Little bit of getting ready. Okay. All right. Sorting some shit out. What do we got happening here? This maraschino. Okay. Strictly say, do you know what drink I'm going to make? How do you know what drink I'm going to make? I'll wager you're wrong. Okay. And lemon juice. Okay. Sets. Oh, shizer. It's over here. There we go. That's over there. This camera we're going to put here. The one with the Japanese bottle. I don't have a Japanese bottle. Were you referring to this? This is a Scotch. What does it say on the bottle? Wick Caithness. Yeah, there's a plane going overhead at the moment. Celtic King, that's a classic. VD's a flat earther. Thinks the Bible. Oh! I said I was going to make a thing. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, I will make that one later, actually. The cinnamon one. I will make that later. I've just got something else set up first. Or maybe save that for tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Setting everything up. There we go. Got the Lego Pro. The original superhero. And for the making, I'm going to bring this over here. Put it down here. Hey, Safa. Wait, has a geisha? Oh, right. No. You know, she's not a geisha. I think she's more like a mean girl. But I might not have explained that very well. I'll explain it later. All right. See, how's that looking? That's a bit out of whack. We do that. Do that. That looks like the right setup for that. And I'll get my recipe ready. There. Okay. What was I doing? Trello. This is Rose Noble. Okay. 1.5 scotch. Let's just get ready. Here I come now. 3/4 of the red aperitivo. A 1/4 maraschino and 3/4 lemon juice. We are ready to rock and or roll. All right, get the ball rolling. Oh, I fucked that up. God damn. Okay, this is going to be so out of whack. Oh well. In space, no one knows I fucked up the cocktail. Because I really fucked that up. Look, do it in this one. This is a sexy glass. Right. Now add some ice. Then put the lid on a little ice esky. Ice thermos, I guess it is. Okay, get that going. Now the shaky this. Okay, that's it done. We'll turn this over here. And probably should untangle this actually. Alrighty. Original superhero. Okay. I might do that. Take a picture of this before I do a talkie. Oh. Okay. That'll do. Back around there. Just going to switch that on. Okay, almost ready. Like I said, I need to see something. Why is this not as bright as it was? So maybe is it as simple as this? How's that? This is odd. I'm just going to do a little bit brighter. That'll do. Okay. Okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a bittersweet whiskey sour. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is the aptly named Noble Rose, and it's a bittersweet Scotch whiskey sour. It has. Okay, guess what I can't do? G'day, cocktail lovers. This is an aptly named Rose Noble. Fuck shit. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is the aptly named Rose Noble. It's like a bittersweet Scotch whiskey sour. It's got Scotch and a bit of red aperitivo in it. Makes for an interesting mix. That is very interesting. Here's how we make it. In our shaker, we put 1.5 ounces. In our shaker, we put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of Scotch whiskey, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of a bit of red aperitivo, then 1/4 of an ounce, around 7.5 mils of maraschino liqueur, and finally 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of lemon juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 20 to 20. Look. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a chilled coupe. It's a sour, meets a boulevardier with Scotch. It's interesting. You might like it. Give it a go. The Rose Noble. And I put way too much of the bitter in there. And now I've just got to fix that up, honestly. All right, got to move some shiz, and I'm going to come and sit, chat with you fine folk. I'm gonna do something sneaky. not quite ready to take the chickens in charge down. I'm going to go back over here. Going to reshake this. I'm going to put some sugar syrup in it. All right. I'm going to strain this into another glass. Okay, there's that. Sit down. Retire the chickens for now. Okay, we're ready. Get ready, because here I come now to peel a bit of orange. Okay. Love that orange oil smell. And I'm gonna treat myself to a cherry, because I'm special. Stab. Ooh, first go. I am special. All right. Maybe that's portentous for a good evening. And hello, Safa. Hello, Heine. I don't think I said hello to you too. I put literally twice as much of the bitter element as I meant to. So it's a bit more like it. We've still got the bitter undertone, which is not bad. I do like mangoes. You're saying they're in trouble. And yes, mango cocktails also make mango syrup. It's a fun thing. You peel a mango, you've got the skin. There's always a lot of the fruit flesh on it. Cover that in sugar, and the sugar will liquefy, absorbing the juice, and you get a really nice mango syrup. The most common ones, like a mango margarita. Just make a margarita and blend some mango into it. Paid gas bill. Jesus, don't gas bills suck at the moment? Yeah. Good. Top quality adulting, Safa. Actually, just going to look something up seeing you mentioned. Apricot mango cocktail, mango Collins, mango daiquiri. Okay, this one that's just called a mango cocktail. What's in it? Vodka and mango. Okay, that's why it's just called the mango cocktail. Shan't be making that. Apricot mango cocktail. That's gin, apricot liqueur, mango, lemon juice. See, now that's a good mango drink. It's like a gin daisy with mango in it. That sounds like a good drink. Gin, apricot liqueur, mango, lemon juice, sugar syrup, and bitters. That's a good one to mark mango season. There was another one here. I'm just going to look it up. Mango daiquiri. Rum, mango, and lime juice. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's simple and sounds pretty good too. I think Mrs. Angry likes mangoes. And they're a little bit more difficult to get in the UK, I think, yes. Oh, nice, Heine. Made money off of a photographer for the first time. Oh, in Catfish. I go to Catfish sometimes. My cousin owns the food place there. And, well, because I work in the city and Catfish is not far from the city. Sometimes I have lunch there when I'm in the office. Nicely done, that man. To let me know when it's up there and I'll go and check it out. Maybe while having a Philly cheesesteak for lunch, which is the specialty of the food there in the Catfish. But yeah, it's so nice making your personal history with a paid photography thing. That's nice. That's excellent. So you've been getting a lot of rain. It looked like it was going to rain shit heaps. Like I thought that tonight's stream might be really noisy with wind and rain, but there's just been a little bit of rain here. The radar made it look like there was going to be heaps of rain. Speaking of which, was my goddamn phone. Don't leave your phone over there, boy. What's the radar saying now? Boom. 13 feels like 11. That's as warm as it's going to get tomorrow. Saying tomorrow maximum's 12. That's a very low maximum for this time of year. And rain. Now, according to the Bureau, the big thing of rain has just passed over us. There's a huge rain thing. It's just passed over us. There might be a little bit more tonight, but I don't think there'll be much. That's the weather report. And there might be a bit of rain on the weekend too. So I guess I'll be hanging my laundry up inside this weekend. Okay. That's actually pretty good. I do not mind that at all. 7.5. Be interesting what it tastes like if I use the proper amount of bitter aperitivo in it instead of being off with the pixies and using the wrong side of the jigger and putting literally double the amount in. Well, lucky it wasn't Campari. I can't really handle Campari. Yes, still got my blood orange peel in high octane alcohol. 95% alcohol, Polish rectified spirit. So I think this weekend I'm going to put this in another bigger container and add some vodka. And then, I don't know, I'm going to look at some online guides. I'm probably going to leave that alcohol concoction for a week or two, maybe longer, I don't know. And then I'm going to add syrup and water to bring it down, to make it sweet and bring it down to the proper alcohol content. And then I'm going to barrel age it for at least a month, maybe multiple months if I'm patient, with red energy. Commie, yes, the Commie Red's running that one. Oh, Jesus. I think the 92,000 at the G are going to be surprised at how cold they are. They might not have been expecting it. You expect it in the mid-season, like when you're in the middle of winter. September, not so much. Okay, that's growing on me. So I think, yeah, that recipe with some sugar syrup is just about right for me. Oh, good to know. It's just got this little light lingering bitterness, um, which actually just makes it interesting. So there you go, not bad, despite the really weird mistake I made. Oh yeah, you're right. I because I'm not really the sports person. I do just I basically having a bit of a laugh at the people who are going to a footy match and getting unexpectedly frozen because it's wet and windy and quite cool. Yeah, it's not dead of winter. It's like some July games you would go to, and it'd just be brutal. Mm. That's tricky. So you have to remind, did I actually say what I was going to put in that cinnamon drink? I mean, it's really screaming out to be an old fashioned, I think. Cocktail finder, liqueur. Actually, what does this website say for cinnamon? Cinnamon liqueur. Cinnamon liqueur. Oh, it's like Fireball. About if I say cinnamon syrup? Two Guns Miller, succulent. Because there's some great names here. Succulent Blood. I believe I've made that recently. Fall from the Tree. Here we go. That sounds good. All right, I'm finding some likely candidates. Chris was working in like TV news, not like TV shows, like fictional TV shows or movies, to the best of my knowledge. I know he's worried about the rises in COVID in the States being immunocompromised this year. So it says Calvados, apple juice, lemon juice, cinnamon sugar. Yeah, apples, and that's what I was going to do. The apple whiskey. I was going to do apple whiskey, cinnamon liqueur, and apple liqueur. Fake ID, dark rum, Amaro, cinnamon. Rum, Amaro, and my cinnamon liqueur. That could be it. Yeah, I did see that thing about Putin getting armaments from North Korea. Pretty wild. And fuck yes, Biden's too old for a second presidency term. But unless he voluntarily chooses not to run or, like dies, if he says he wants to run, the Democrats won't challenge him. Except that fucking lunatic who's actually really a Republican, Kennedy. Jesus Christ, he's a piece of shit. Yeah. Trump 3 years younger than Trump. I'm not sure who you're saying is younger than who there. I have not seen the Solo movie since it came out. I didn't hate it. I thought they made a terrible mistake. They got into the pattern of releasing a Star Wars movie at Christmas, be like a saga movie, and the following year was a standalone and a saga. So it's like, the saga movie and then Rogue One and the saga movie and then Solo. And for some reason, they rushed it out. And so it came out not long after the previous saga movie. And I think that was a terrible mistake. And yeah, of course, they haven't released a movie since then. That was a huge fucking blunder on their part. And yes, Mitch McConnell freezing up is trippy as fuck. The US Congress and Senate is full of people who shouldn't be there because they're not functional. Honestly, I'll put Biden there. Although, again, I have to admit, he's done way better than I expected him to. McConnell's clearly out with the Pixies. Who's the Democrat woman? Dianne Feinstein? She's just not functional. It's ridiculous. And yeah, Trump might be 3 years younger than Biden. That's not much. Trump's too old. That's the weird thing. Either of them could die at any moment from natural causes, or just general health things, Hey, Liam, good to see you. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Just cruising on. Actually, while I'm thinking, I need to double check something. Whiskey. All right. Let us go then, you and I, to Starward Whiskey. Yes, I'm of legal drinking age. Smooth, tropical, lightly spiced. That's what they call twofold. Okay. Let's go to the shop. Okay. So, Fortis Nova twofold, honeycomb, Solera, Munich malt, Chardonnay cask. Oh, you can still get the sticky toffee apple. Okay. I was just checking. Geez, that's actually a pretty good. Sorry, I'm just looking at the deals. You buy bundles off the Starwood website, you get a discount. If you get 3, twofold Nova and Solera, instead of 333, it's 259. So it's like $80 off. That's like a quarter off. It's 20%. 20 to 25% off. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, and the top shelf, Fortis and Solera, down from $298 to $249.50. So that's 25% off. Jesus Christ, those bundles are actually pretty good. It's not what I went there looking for, but isn't it? Sad to hear that. Yeah, stress. Oh, Celtic. Sorry. I actually, it was funny you should ask. I have all of these that I've not bothered to look at. Maybe I should look at them. Not all of them. There's too many. Okay, I'll find what looks most interesting by the cover. Tomorrow's World, Planet Earth, Your Inheritance. Okay. What is this? It's got like an environmental message on the back. Really one of these religious things going environmental. The Real. I love it's the best name for a magazine of complete horseshit. The Real Truth. Yes, Safa, it is all the Christian stuff that Celtic King signed me up for. See, now I just want to see. This is another Real Truth. See what's on the cover. What has the most interesting looking cover? Why do migrants choose America? Because they don't know what they're getting themselves in for. Oh, Jimmy Swaggart. All right. I just want to find the most interesting looking one. Jimmy Swaggart. Oh, Jimmy Swaggart Bible College. 39 years. Another Jimmy Swaggart one. What's in this? Oh god, he looks turning into fucking jelly. What else? Tomorrow's World. Ooh, neat. 7 Signs of the Antichrist. I want to know if I'm in there. Is Iraq's Garden of Eden lost forever? Probably. 4 Hidden Truths. I have so many of these. Okay, this is the other one I have to read. Mark of the Beast. These people know marketing. They're far better at marketing than Jimmy Swaggart. I think I've nailed which ones I'm going to look at. Celtic sent me a Quran before. It's quite a nice edition. What's this one? Happy birthday. They just put themselves on it. Anyway, Mark of the Beast. That's got to be about me, right? Heine, Celtic King signed me up to a mailing list. And so they spend a stupid amount of money sending me all these things. Mark of the Beast. Where have all the workers gone? Belief in the theory of evolution has deceived mankind into thinking there's no existential purpose for humanity, and has left its adrift in virtually every realm of life. But we're not a product of blind chance. God created us with purpose. Okay, number of untruths. A lot of people who understand the scientific reality of evolution do philosophize on the existential purpose of humanity. Evolution's not blind chance. It's there is some chance of mutation in there, but there's also natural selection, and God doesn't exist. The mark of the beast. Oh, it's getting microchips. Getting microchipped is the mark of the beast. Neat. So Elon Musk is the devil. He wants to implant chips in people's brains. I wish all those fucking Musk fanboys would get that chip in their head, because they're almost certain to fucking die. Ooh, marks of regret. It's about tattoos. Ooh, they say it's their own desire. Are the desires really their own? Or are they giving in to peer pressure to fit in with the crowd? Be cool by wearing a tattoo. Shut up, nerd. Your child's hedgehog. The hedgehog and the fox. Expanding on a saying from the ancient Greek poet Archilochus. Fox knows many things, but the hedgehog knows one big thing. Tomorrow's families today. Yesterday's families next week. Today's families in a month or so. All right, I also want to know what the signs of the Antichrist are and how many are embodied in me. I'll be very disappointed if there aren't a couple. Ooh, the foolish generation. Which generation is that? The generation that believes this shit, maybe? Where can we find true meaning? Are we the most foolish generation? 7 signs of the end-time Antichrist. He will be a religious leader. He will come in the name of Jesus Christ. He will eventually perform miracles. He will deny that Christ comes in the flesh. He will reject God's law. He will persecute true Christians. He will point to a revived Roman Empire. The true Christ will prevail. Well, let's see. Legalize shoplifting. Oh, dear. The miraculous American Revolution. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The Americans or any nationality ascribing their history or successes to God is so fucking dangerous. A well-known circle of light hides a darkness Christians should reject. Oh, the halo. Ancient Israel offended true God by dabbling in the worship of other gods. Human reasoning. A circle around a person's head in painting seems relatively insignificant, but a Christian's view of the halo should be the same as God's. Scripture consistently shows that God hates all practices, customs, and symbols related to other gods, including the use of halos. The halos are demonic. There you go. The foolish generation. Hindsight will not look kindly upon us. How will we be judged? I mean, I personally believe that, but for completely different reasons. Entertaining Satan. First, you've got to get him a good drink. Dancing with the Devil's more popular than most realize. I think now I've got a dinner party plan here. A few examples. Don't have to look very hard to expose traditional Christianity as counterfeit. 2 of the most special days for Christian churches are Christmas and Easter. Neat! I love it when they reject shit like that, because Christmas and Easter are pagan festivals that Christianity took over. Oh, neat. The 2023 Grammys horrendously paid open homage to the devil. You fucking nerd. I love the Christian sects who reject Christmas and Easter because their reasoning is correct, but is not going to make you popular with 99% of Christians. Religious magazines. My wordy. Might make another short video. What's this one? Fall from the tree. No, I'm not going to make that. Where's my Trello? Okay, so made the rose noble. What was the other one I was going to make? I'm going to make another one with lemon juice. Old money, mezcal tequila. And I have to decide what fruit liqueur. That's what I'll do. I just have to decide. They wanted a pear liqueur. I think I'll just do apple. All right, I'm going to make that. What did you do? Speak to chair, but see, pretending you're not home is fun. I have no qualms whatsoever of shutting the door in people's face because fuck them. Whether it's the J-Dubs, the Mormons, door-to-door salespeople, charity beggars. Even honestly, even when the charity things are good cause, they're often a good cause, and it's just like, no, fuck it. If I want to give my money to someone, I'll do it. I don't want people coming to my house and bugging the shit out of me. I usually am not actively rude to them, but it's just like, yep, no, fuck it. What was I doing? Fake ID. What's this one called again? Old money. Just want to look at how they serve it. Old money. Ooh, it's on ice. Oh, maybe I should do it on clear ice with a pear wedge. Got a big chunk of not clear ice in here. I should get some of my sexy clear ice. That's what I should do. The sequel trilogy on 4K. Man, if you like it, I think Force Awakens is good. It's better than I was expecting. I think The Last Jedi is one of the best. Rise of Skywalker is fucking terrible. I mean, it looks cool, and I reckon it'd look awesome on a 4K Blu-ray. How am I vibrating your laptop? It's because I was tapping my foot. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, Rise of Skywalker will look good. It's just a fucking terrible movie. And it's just so fundamentally not Star Wars. Okay, what's my foot tapping? Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to disappear for 30 seconds while I go and get some clear ice. Might rinse this glass out so it looks good. Yeah, I guess I might put the chickens in charge. All right, come on, chickens, get it together. my menagerie. If they make a noise. All right, what are we doing? Okay, chicken's in charge. All right, I'm just going to go and get some clear ice. Here I come now. Okay. So, and we're back. And look. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, that's okay. Look at this. Look at that sexy clear ice. That's sexy. All right. Make this drink now. Might go do this. Okay. Got a little bit of organizing to do. Okay. Okay. Deeper and down. These are going back. That's there. That's there. Apple liqueur. Alright, apple liqueur. Okay, put the chair out the way. Thanks, Kelty. Old money. Okay. What was I thinking? I was looking at something there. Reposado. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I was just going for what is the recommended tequila? Reposado. Okay. Do. Okay, little GoPro. We're gonna do this. Okay. Trello. All the money and we're gonna go home. Okay. If you want mezcal and tequila. Is this episode? Is mezcal? Mezcal. Tequila. Lemon juice. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's get this party started. You want this party started, right? That'll do. That's 3/4 ounce of everything, yeah? This. Okay. Unso. Wir already, and let's start with the mezcal. Why not? All right. Let's do this. And this one, let me see. And that is a rich sugar syrup, I tell you what. Okay, you can stop. We might add a bit more ice to this, freshen it up. Be like Mentos, the fresh maker. Okay, over that. Put it there. Down a little bit. All right. Let's get this happening. Actually, probably no point doing clear ice with that one, but c'est la vie. Okay, this away. Away. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Right. Nu, vi tänder lite runt. Bring the camera here. Okay. These are set. Where's I go? How's that? That's good. Oh gosh. Right. G'day cocktail lovers, this is Old Money, an equal parts cocktail built around tequila and mezcal. So it's got that little bit of smokiness and and a nice bit of fruitiness and sweetness. This is how we make it. In a shaker, put 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of mezcal. Then we're also adding 3/4 of an ounce of a reposado tequila. Following that with 3/4 of an ounce of an apple liqueur, then 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and finally 3/4 of an ounce of honey syrup. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then we're going to strain that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of ice. Which gives us Old Money. It's a great mix, smoky, earthy, fruity, sweet, tart. It's a real crowd pleaser. Give it a go. Cheers. Actually, wow, I'm thinking that's pretty good. Oops, let's switch the camera off. And we're done making videos for the night. Might even be a bit sweet. All right, chickens are no longer in charge. I'm gonna pull up a chair. Oh, righty-roo. I can turn the banner off. I won't be using the chickens again, I don't think. Could just be chilling out. Ah, dear. Oh, you never know when the chickens are going to make an appearance, be required. This might actually be a bit sweet. God, it's pretty fucking good though. And this is genuinely good. Oh, fuck yeah, that's really yummy. Nice. Chilling out. Oh, dear. God, that might actually do with some soda, quite honestly. I don't have any mangoes yet, Safa. You've only just mentioned mangoes. You mentioned that I hadn't noticed any reports that the mango harvest was in trouble. I do like getting a mango or two when we're in peak mango season. What did I have for dinner? I made my dinner, okay, and I just pulled it together from bits and pieces. I cooked up some onion, garlic, mushroom, and then I actually half cooked some sausages in the air fryer, then chopped them up so they're like sausage meatballs, and added a sauce and mixed it up, and then I actually put it in a wrap and toasted the wrap. And it was an omelette is eggs, Safa. Although, to be honest, because there's leftovers, I made a whole bunch of it. There's several meals in there. I was actually thinking it would be a good omelette filling. Like you see, you've read my mind a little bit there. I might make an omelette for breakfast, or maybe on Saturday. That's like a good after party night breakfast. So no, Safa, this is not an orange cocktail. This is tequila, mezcal, apple liqueur, lemon juice, and sugar syrup. That is fucking yummy. Well, honestly, maybe that would have been a good one for the cinnamon liqueur, actually, instead of apple liqueur. It's not date night. It's not date night at all. But that doesn't mean I won't be doing something. Oh, okay. The fruit. I just put garnishes I like. That is a bit of orange peel. That is orange peel and a cherry. That's just the garnish I like. Also, as I believe I've mentioned many times, I leave the orange peel for Mrs. Angry to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. It's flavored. So Saturday night is a very high probability of a stream. Man, I think I am definitely going to go with another version of that sometime because it's really yummy. It's maybe a little bit too sweet. So a different liqueur. And I'm thinking the cinnamon one. Maybe a different sugar syrup as well. Get some experimenting happening. Safa, you're a man, and it's your freedom to have le beer if you want to get on the beers, as it were. So, did I miss anything in the news? Oh, there was a shooting. Okay. Sort of shooting in a country town. That's right. Melbourne's latest in food. I mean, I'm always keen to know that. Snack bar. Oh dear. Oh, all right. That's actually not what I was interested in. Forget that. That's not what I want. Do do do. Arrests imminent over alleged abduction of schoolboy in Melbourne. That's the thing that happened in my neighborhood. Now police are saying the 14-year-old boy is a youth gang member. Oh, no, sorry. A 14-year-old boy who police believe is a youth gang member and the principal offender in the alleged attack was arrested. He's saying, "Oh, that's a bit fucking intense. Kids being dickheads." So he's walking with 3 other students, Volkswagen, and he was pushed into a car, took off, and they threw him out of the moving car. God, what a pack of dickheads. Kids who think they're big, tough gang guys. Jesus fuck. Students targeted across Melbourne East. My son actually got jumped by some dickheads at a train station years ago. Dickheads are dickheads. I honestly, Strictly Sega, I wait for some evidence and validation. I did see that story. There's a thing, what do they call it? The one chip challenge. It's like one corn chip that's got a really thick coating of, like Carolina Reaper chili on it. And they're saying some kid died hours after eating it. There are a number of reasons someone could have died, and it could be directly related to it. There's also a million reasons that could have nothing to do with it, and the one chip challenge could have just been a coincidence. Hey, Justin, tried a Mr. Beast burger. How was that? Yeah, I think they're delivering in Melbourne, but I don't know. I just don't feel particularly driven to try them. So, oh man, maybe with lime juice or blood orange juice, actually. So I'm thinking of other ways to have this. God, maybe I shouldn't change that many things at once. I don't know. I mean, I guess that this is a sort of margarita, really. Yeah, well, the thing is, I suspect whoever's making the burgers in Australia has nothing to do with who's doing it in the US. Because if y'all missed the story, Mr. Beast burgers were being made in ghost kitchens across the US. He'd done a deal with some company, so the burgers could be delivered, but there was nowhere for you to go to have them. He has since opened at least one actual outlet, but apparently the company he signed what would have been just a huge multi-million-dollar deal, like tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in the deal, They apparently had little to no concern for quality control and were putting out really shit burgers. And so he's like suing them for breach of contract because they didn't maintain quality. And I think they're countersuing, America, land of lawsuits, which is gotta suck for him that his name ends up getting on something that's shit. And I'm sure he was eyeing it off at like as like $1 billion deal. Um, and now it's just in huge trouble because the company he partnered with is shit. Or so is his assertion. He's still doing the chocolate thing. God damn, I'm really gonna make that. So, hold money, tequila, really. Yeah, really, it's a margarita variation. Wait, did I save? Just save that one so I can make it another time. Old money. Okay. Fake ID. Rum. I'm going to do that with. Yeah, I know how I'm going to make that. Fake ID. Wait, who created that? Adapted. Goes for plantation original dark rum. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do my own version of this. Fake ID. Okay. I think I'll make it short. And what's this? 2 Oz dark rum. I wonder what my darkest rum is. Okay. 1/2 Oz Amaro. 1/2 Oz. Oh, that's weird. What happened there? Half Oz cinnamon. Yeah. A spoon brown sugar syrup. Okay, how's he gonna make that? Oh, what the heck was that? Sorry, my whole screen just went black and flashed, and I thought, what the fuck's going on there? Okay, so I have saved that. So I can make it another time. Okay, so that's all good. That's all good. I did not hear that. There's something called D's nuts. All right, now I'm going to look it up. Mr. Beast lawsuit. What comes up when I do that? Yeah, okay, so the chain is suing him. So let's see. So they do ghost kitchens. Can addressed fan complaints burgers were inedible. Filed lawsuit. And then they counter-filed. He's saying he schemed to exploit his leverage and renege on his agreements to get a better, more lucrative deal. That kind of sounds desperate, but I don't know. They claim when it didn't agree to new terms, Mr. Beast began to disparage them. Regarding the complaints, the company suggests the complaints were in the normal expected amount of complaints. That sounds kind of desperate to me. Ah, there we go. Here we go. DEE''S. So D's Nuts was found more than a decade ago. The head of D's Nuts calls himself the head nutslinger. Yeah, if he has a trademark on D's Nuts, I think Mr. Beast is in trouble there. I think he's possibly in less trouble with the burger one. Oh, I think he's genuinely in trouble. I think he's in trouble with that in terms of trademark infringement. Not a lawyer, but the burger one, I think he's in less trouble, but I don't know. Oh, Legal Eagle's actually done a video on it. Neat. Bring up the Discord. Have you watched the video, Mega Leech? If so, where does he fall on it? Who does he think's going to win? Because on the surface, it kind of looked like Mr. Beast would win, but who friggin' knows? Oh, Justin, it was actually easy to find the D's Nuts things. Because when I just put Mr. Beast lawsuit, it's just all about the burger thing. Then I just added nuts. I didn't even say D's Nuts. I just put nuts. And that brought up the D's Nuts one. So yeah, it's obviously about the Mr. Beast burger. Does he give an opinion on who's likely to prevail? I mean, it'd be just about. It would only be an opinion. It doesn't mean anything. So other the prime drink. I was reading a thing. There's a version of it which is not legally for sale in Australia because it has too much caffeine in it that you can apparently find, black market in Australia. I don't know. Not to be too disparaging to old Phil, but I suspect his appraisal of it is going to be less knowledgeable than Legal Eagles. God, honestly, I love that he still does stuff. I don't think I've watched anything he's done in a very long time. But he's old school. I love that he's still around doing the stuff. Oh, that's what I do. I wanted to taste a thing I made. Other of my urine samples. This is a lower ABV one. It's actually built around vermouth as opposed to a spirit. I've never done that before, so I'm real intrigued to see what this tastes like. Celtic King, listening to people arguing about who's blue-balled. Good Lord, what a weird argument to have. We're covering it all tonight, aren't we? Oh dear, Mr. Beast. Evangelical Christians, blue balls. Oh wow, that's really interesting. What is that? Kind of tastes like herbal honey. It's pretty good. Oh, and it's got a little vermouth aftertaste, actually. There you go. No, that's an interesting one. I have so many of these clarifier. I should next time I go over to the Offspring's place, I should take some over for them. Ooh, for movie night. Oh, the Shaft trilogy. Oh yeah, yeah. They're called blaxploitation for a reason. They're really exploitative, but some of the movies were good. Oh yes, no, the soundtrack, yeah. Oh my god, I actually ended up using that music selection as my shower music the next day. I tend to put my phone in the bathroom basin because it resonates and gives a deeper sound. And yeah, starting with Across 110th Street, and then a whole bunch of other soul songs that auto played after that. And that was a pretty funky start to the day, I have to admit. Celtic, you want to be careful, man. I think they're all prone to lawsuits. J-Dubs, Mormons. I think they're a bit trigger happy with lawsuits. Is Phantom Menace actually on Laserdisc? Must have just been there. Dang. I remember when I first moved to Melbourne, there was a hi-fi place, TVs, stereos in Footscray, and they were pushing Laserdisc players. Now, this is in the late 90s, okay? So DVDs haven't taken over. They're pushing Laserdiscs. And they actually had an illegal lending library. So to convince people to get Laserdisc players, they had a whole bunch of movies and stuff on Laserdisc, and you could rent them from them. And they had the original Star Wars movies. And in fact, the version of Star Wars on Laserdisc is the closest commercially released to the original theatrical release. Because you'll hear Star Wars fans go on and on. There are different edits released on video and DVD, and not even talking about the special editions. For some reason, he did different stuff, but the version that was on Laserdisc is the closest to the original theatrical release. And when they finally accepted Laserdiscs were over, they were selling them, but they knew what they had with the Star Wars ones. They wanted a lot of money for it. That was it. The 1994 Laserdisc release, the exact soundtrack, same as the cinema release. Yeah. That's a fun bit of trivia. Last Laserdisc release, Bringing Out the Dead, October 3rd, 2000. I did actually see that movie. That's Nicolas Cage as a paramedic. It gets a bit weird and surreal. I don't think I've watched it since it first came out. And I didn't see it in the cinema. I would have seen it on disc. Yeah, that was a weirdie. The Celtic, the J-Dubs, they get sued. Oh dear. They might be dead of religion. That'd be sad. A purely online religion in using crypto. I mean, crypto might as well be a religion, honestly. That's right. I forgot Bringing Out the Dead was a Martin Scorsese film. Yes. Wow. Gosh darn. I'm half tempted to seek it out and watch it again. But there are so many friggin' films I want to see. We'll see. Might watch a couple this weekend, actually. To like fucking veg out. So Phantom Menace was 2-disc DVD. Oh my god, who remembers? Because some longer movies, because Laserdiscs didn't compress the video as much as DVDs, some longer movies had to be on 2 discs. I do remember longer movies being on multiple VHS tapes. Oh my goodness, haven't we had weird shit over the years? Oh god. Yeah, that's the thing. Lucas was clearly in love with digital. I think in retrospect, he made a couple of mistakes with going on too much digital and not enough physical effects in the prequels. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. If the movie was longer than 120 minutes, 2 laser discs. Yeah. Of course, back in the 90s, that was less common for a movie to be that long. It's more common now. It was hard to convince studios to release movies that were much longer than 90 minutes. Gradually being pushed back on that. But it's a whole thing. It's very interesting, the making of stuff, because you can get hours and hours and hours of making of stuff for the prequels in particularly. Yes. There were several technical high points with laser discs. Being able to view every single frame. Yeah, that's pretty good. But you know, what are you gonna do? And we're probably, I know, I think we're in a really interesting time where we've got to this stage where everyone's going to go, oh, everything's going to be streaming, everything's going to be online, nothing physical. And there is almost definitely going to be a significant collapse of streaming services in the next, say, 5 years at the most. And I think we'll see a return of physical media after that. So strictly saying, you're saying if the last half hour of the movie is a second disc as a CAV. What is CAV? I don't know what we mean. Yes, Safa, Laserdiscs never caught on, and they were quite expensive. I mean, bear in mind, the plot of the first Fast and Furious movie was hijacking trucks full of DVD players because they were so expensive. Yeah, I mean, Celtic, there's advantages to physical media over streaming. Oh, okay. Constant angular velocity. Okay. 1 frame per rotation. Oh, okay. So now I get what you're saying. The constant angular velocity, when a long movie, so the last half hour is on a second disc. And yeah, because there's usually a big ending in movies. So the last half hour would be higher visual quality than the first part of the movie. Safa, I think DVDs got their ascendancy in the late 90s because yeah, they killed off laserdiscs by 2000. Do whatever it took to take a line. So, that's now wacky multiple media types. Oh god, you can freeze frame the bit. You can see up Jessica Rabbit's dress. Oh no. Oh god, I saw a little making of a Roger Rabbit, and I kind of knew, it was cell animation. It's pretty stunning that, yeah, the people on set were using props in the place of the cartoon characters, and then the artists were getting big prints of each frame and were painting over the animated characters frame by frame. Fucking incredible stuff. Absolutely amazing. Safa, I honestly don't know. Buy my last VHS movie, it's probably Pokemon, which I was getting for my offspring. Because I didn't buy a lot of VHS tapes, so it would have been kids stuff. Probably, so the last VHS I bought would probably have been a Pokemon one, either TV series or maybe one of the movies. No. It is what it is. Oh, nice. You think the last VHS you bought, not the 9 o'clock news from the ABC shop? Nice. I watched there was a doco on YouTube about not the 9 o'clock news. Quite entertaining. Wasn't ever the hugest fan of not the 9 o'clock news. They did do some funny stuff. They were funny people. And yeah, the retrospective documentary was actually quite entertaining, telling their little behind the scenes stories and whatnot. Little ego things with Rowan Atkinson, and as a very interesting little piece of history. You can find the wackiest stuff on YouTube, quite honestly. Celtic, my preferred media format. I'm super lazy at the moment. I just watch streaming stuff. I have a big collection of DVDs and a small number of Blu-rays. But for years now, it's just been like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it on streaming. Every argument placing physical media over streaming is correct. I basically agree with every argument for that. I'm just being really lazy with the streaming stuff. Sorry, I like these, Justin. One blockbuster left in the world. Bend, Oregon. You know someone who moved there? kind of be uh, a fun thing to do if you won lotto or something. Just open a video rental store. Like, you don't have to make money, because then you could just have like the movies you like, and talk with people who come in. So Laserdiscs. Problem with Phantom Menace, Japanese only release. So if they spoke their alien language, no subs. Nice. Okay, Heine, that's a really subjective question. It's going to be dependent on what sort of TV you have, what sort of player you have, and what you're hoping to get out of it. I think there's no question with the particular, with the right TV player, etc. There's a noticeable improvement on 4K over 2K, but worth it is completely subjective. Justin, I bet they get tourists in the last blockbuster. Of course, if you opened a video rental store, there would be a high risk of getting prosecuted by the media companies, saying that, like if you were buying discs and then renting them, they'd say that there's no agreement to do that, and they're fucking dickheads. Pretty much every media company, bunch of dickheads. Dickheads with dickhead attitudes, and very, very hostile to their audience. Just going to put a little bit of this in this glass to flavor it up a bit more. Yes. There was the whole thing that you had to, that the media companies were demanding you had to buy particular releases of the physical media that you paid more for to rent them. They're fucking assholes. So while it's like a fun idea of just opening a video shop, just have a thing where you could talk to people about films, you probably would get harassed by these cockhead media companies. Yes, Mel Smith and Griff Rhys-Jones did do some funny movies. And one that I thought was underrated was Morons from Outer Space. The basic concept is whenever we had alien visitation movies, it's like, the aliens were the super intelligent ambassadors for their race and whatnot. But they had these characters who were basically space truckers. They were just shifting freight on interstellar transit. And through a series of mishaps, you're not meant to come anywhere near Earth, but because of a series of mishaps, they crashed into Earth, and everyone thought, it's aliens, they can tell us such great things. And after the interviews and testing them, it was just like, I think they're morons. It was a really fun concept. I know Morons from Outer Space, yes. A very good concept for a movie. I have to admit, from the Alas Smith and Jones show that they did together, there's a lot of good sketches. My favorite was when they're in profile talking to each other and they're like this far from each other, and they're just talking and they're like, yeah, innit, yeah, and I used to love that. Did they do the vampire? I don't know. I don't know what a vampire motorcycle one is. Uh, lots of schlocky movies made. Um, oh god, now I'm just thinking of schlocky British direct-to-video. There's one with Kenny Everett, Bloodbath at the House of Death. Pamela Stevenson was in that too. Just when you said vampire motorcycles, it just made me think of Bloodbath at the House of Death. Just a spoof of horror movies, slasher films. Justin, yes, I have seen Idiocracy. I find it entertaining. I get annoyed at people who go, it's like a documentary, man. That's definitely going to happen. World's getting stupider. It's like, no, it's not. It's a movie with a mildly amusing premise. It's fundamentally wrong on multiple levels because humans are getting smarter and creating more and more clever things. And if you sort of treat Idiocracy as anything apart from a bit of lighthearted fun, which it is, I think it's funny. I think it's good fun. But the central premise of Idiocracy is extremely classist, bordering on eugenics. Like it's bordering on Nazi race theory. So I get well miffed with people who go, oh, it's so true. It's so true. It's like a documentary. It's fucking not. It's a comedy. It's a silly comedy. And if you're just going to enjoy it as a silly comedy, do that. It is an enjoyable, silly comedy. But it's not accurate. It's not a depiction of where the world's heading. And to say it is a combination of ignorant and really fucking obnoxious. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, but again, Justin, that's just a one-liner saying, "Oh yeah, the world got stupid because Trump got that." Trump being elected is a complex issue, and yes, Terry Crews is fucking hilarious in Idiocracy. He's extremely good in it. But like I said, the overall movie, if you treat it as anything but a fun, silly movie, I have problems. For just looking at it as a fun, silly movie, I think it's very entertaining and good fun. But you may have picked, you get my back up a bit if people just keep going, it's true, it's true. It's not. And to say it's true is, as I said, classist bordering on eugenicist. Heine, the reason we're not seeing Dr. Abigail is she's had no progress with the gallbladder thing, none at all, nothing scheduled, and she's on really serious painkillers, which debilitates her quite a lot. It's a really shitty circumstance. The public health system can be extremely difficult. So she's in constant severe pain, is on extremely strong painkillers, which renders her it renders it very difficult for her to function. I did check in with her during the week because she hadn't been around, and I knew the reason because well, and yeah, no, stuff's still not scheduled, so it's not good. Yeah, I will, and she will appreciate that. Thank you, Strixagus, and all the best from everyone. So, in fact, Mrs. Angry was having a similar problem with medical procedure in that not only not scheduled, not getting told when it's being scheduled. Oh yeah, Justin, I have private health insurance because there is an overabundance of cancer in my family. What we would call a statistically significant number of cancer cases in my family, more than you would expect. So I fucking am paranoid. And yeah, and that is the harshness of it strictly. So yeah. In fact, a significant I think it'd be fair to say a majority of the population can't really go for it. Kelsey, yes, I have had the occasional interactions with boss of the house. I mean, I never talked to him much when AZ was around, really. But that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Well, maybe I'm just terrible. I don't know. Like I said, when you see failings in our health system, you can go, well, at least it's not the United States, because the United States absolutely terrible. But yeah, it's basically my paranoia because of the amount of cancer in my family made me have private health insurance, which you could argue has not been great. But when I had the false positive in my bowel screening test, I'm glad I did not wait for the colonoscopy, because I would have just been freaking the fuck out. And you can wait months, year, or whatnot in the public system. And I just went straight in and had it and got a clean bill of health. So that was good. But yeah, it's my paranoia. So I get my teeth looked after, and I get new glasses every year, which is 10% of the cost of what I actually pay for it. Graham Greene on Facebook. Hello. Sorry, I was going to say something about the famous writer Graham Greene, and I realized I don't know enough about him. English writer. So, what could I say? He died in 91. Okay. Born in 1904. Wrote serious Catholic novels and of thrillers. What's he known for? The Green Mile, Wind River, Dances with Wolves. No, that's the actor. So, anyway, we're being joined by famed. Thank you, Graham. You wrote The Third Man. Famed author of The Third Man has joined us. I guess with the name Graham Greene, you've actually become, even if you've not read Graham Greene's books, just sharing the name, you've probably become quite familiar with what he's famous for. Oh yeah, Justin. Like you say, you've got a medical history. My family's got a medical history. And yes, Suffer, I did get the spit roast. That was private health insurance. Went straight into a private hospital, and it was done like that. Which was a huge relief, because if I'd had to wait weeks or months for something to find out whether or not I fucking had cancer, I would have lost my tiny little mind. So, and I have a precarious grip on my tiny little mind, so I don't need the stress, basically. Want to avoid that level of stress. Oh, looks a lordy. Just it's alternating sips between my liqueur and my soda water. I'm actually thinking that'd probably be good with soda water. But we're moving on down on a Thursday night. Did I miss anything else in the news? So, this is a new iPhone coming up before the end of the year. I never rush into getting a new phone just because it's a little fucking stressful and, it's hard to get them and there's limited. I just wait till 6 or 12 months later. So sorry, I just saw another story about that kid who got grabbed. All right, so yeah, all there's a couple of dickheads who think the big tough gang guys are going to have their life fucked up, and it's hard to feel bad for them. Oof, that sounds intense. $20,000 for a knee replacement, and the private system because they didn't have insurance. God damn. I think the new phone's going to have a different charging port. Yeah, Celtic. Some people have very poor decision making and are obsessed with buying the latest, flashiest thing, no matter they can't afford it. It's not a good idea. Yeah, Strixer, I feel like Apple got into trouble in Europe for not including a charger. But yeah, I think because of European law, they've been pushed to change from the Lightning connector to a USB-C connector. I don't think that's been 100% confirmed, but I think that's what everyone expects. We shall see, I suppose. That just means all my old accessories wouldn't work for a new iPhone, so fuck that. But we shall see. I normally, my phone is normally at least like 1 or 2 generations behind what the newest one is. I think I'm still paying off the last one, but maybe it'll be finished at the end. Oh, gosh, let me over here again. Give me a phone. Okay. On money. What La Fontaine doing there? Oh, wait. What the fuck? Stupid thing. Okay. So, general, about. What have I got? A 13. What's the current one? Or like, what's the new one? I'm like so not attuned to it. I had to look up what I have. I have a 13. You had an iPod mini. I thought iPods were fucking awesome. The watch-sized. Oh, yeah, not the minis. Watch-sized MP3 player. No. Oh no. I did. I had an iPod for I don't know a year or two before I had an iPhone. But I had that first iPod that looked like an iPhone, not the original one with the scroll wheel. I never fucking worked out how they worked. But yes, I had an iPod for a year or two before I had an iPhone. Justin, I don't think there's any need to bring back the iPod. That was it. The iPod Touch. That was it. That's what they called it. God damn, good memory, Megaleech. Yes, I had Nokias in the lead up to. I think I got an iPhone 3. It was the first iPhone that had a decent camera on it. But yeah. Yeah, Megaleech, I actually found one the other day. I have no idea if it's. Was it in here? Did I find it here during the stream? What's this? Windows 10. Home Edition. There's a little thing in here. It's in here! God, I'll have to remember that. Things you find. What have I got here? Glasses. Yeah, no, here it is. I thought it was in here. Look, it's a little iPod Touch. And the screen is smashed to fuck. Not sure if that's showing up. Got a SpongeBob case. I'd have to find an old charger to see if this still worked. But I don't think this is a phone. I think this is an iPod Touch. Justin, what'll make an iPhone? Or do you mean smartphones generally? Or, well, Elon Musk's brain chips, maybe? Again, I just repeat, I wish the Musk fanboys would actually get his brain chip. Then we'd be done with them. Oh my God, I've got so many of these fucking Swaggart ministry things. These are all going in recycling. Damn it. Okay. What else is here? A hashtag. I have a physical hashtag. I should bring that out more. Hashtag weird. Oh, a bloody USB hub. I don't even know if it works. Weird technology. Safar, I feel like you're remembering probably one of the last streams Aidsy was on when he insisted on saying something positive about Elon Musk. And I just went on a rant about fucking no. Musk is a liar, a fraud, and a charlatan, and I will not hear a single positive thing. And that was even before he bought and fucked up Twitter. Chicken's in charge of the weird technology or the religious texts. Yeah, Safa was Aidy a Musk fanboy. He had a rather poorly informed opinion on what Musk was good at. Like, I don't think he was completely sucked in by the Musk stuff, but he was definitely defending him and believing stuff. The self-created Musk thing. I actually did not get dehydrated Aidsy. That's okay. It's a little bit weird. Yeah, it is cherry eating time, actually. Get my little thing. Yeah. Yum. Oh, man. The cherries are so fucking good. So fucking good. Mm. Oh, yum. Oh, yum. That is the best. Oh, that was awesome. Right, I am going to retire for the evening. Yes, we're looking for party night tomorrow night. I'm going to want to wind up. I was going to say 4. I think I had 5 meetings today. And I've got 3 tomorrow. 5, 3. So, or if I don't want to get killed by a Gestapo agent, 3. Inglorious Bastards reference. Who got it? Yes. So back for party night tomorrow night. Be making more cocktails. I think I was pretty restrained tonight. Actually, I think I only got to about half Tim Smithed. And I even made 2 videos, so that was pretty good. Anyway, if you're around tomorrow night, we can hang, we can chill, we can have a good time. Oh, nice. Bob Dylan covers. Well, that sounds like a fun collection. Anyway, I'm going to see you fine and fantastical people later. I drank a whole bunch of soda water. Thank you, Safa. You know what? I've honestly considered switching to just streaming on Twitch because you can play music and do shit on there and play YouTube videos on there. And I've seriously considered it. I need to really look into Twitch's terms of service to make sure of it. But I honestly might do that. I might switch to streaming to Twitch natively. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I'll see you fine folk another time. I'm going to go to